Hi there, I'm Tomas Michaud from Real Guitar Success. In this lesson video, I'm going to teach you how to play the classic Cat Stevens song, Father and Son, one of my all-time favorites. Now, I'm going to break it down step by step, and we're going to have a lot of fun. First, let me go ahead and play a little bit of it so you can hear what it's going to sound like. It's not time to make a change. Just relax, take it slowly. You're still young, that's your fault. There's so much you have to go through. Find a girl, settle down. If you want, you can marry. Look at me, I am old, but I'm happy. I was once like you are now, and I know that it's not easy to be calm when you found something going on. But take your time, think a lot. Why think of everything you've got? For you will still be here tomorrow, but your dreams may not. Okay, let's go ahead and start off with that intro. Now, first of all, we're going to be dealing with a chord that you may or may not know. It's called I'll call it an A minor 7/G because it's an A minor 7 chord. I'm making that with my first finger and second fingers with a G in the bass, and I'm using my pinky down here on the first string on the third fret as well. It comes from the G, and it makes more sense when you move between those two chords. So let's start off, make a G with your pinky. That's my third finger on the third fret of the sixth string, the lowest string. My second finger on the fifth string and the second fret, right? And the pinky on the third fret of the first string. That's a pinky G. Now, if you're used to making a G another way, this will be a nice addition to your repertoire. Go ahead and strum it and just see how it sounds. We're not going for perfect now, just kind of doing a walkthrough. G. Now from this G, leave your fingers there. If you want, shake them out and let's put them back on. I know the fingers get sore. Second fret, fifth string, third fret, sixth string, and pinky on the third fret of the first string. Now we're going to move that second finger over one string on the second fret, but over to the fourth string, and then put the first finger down on the first fret, second string. Right? That looks like an A minor, but I'd left the third and pinky right where they are. Great chord to know. Used a lot by the Eagles and many other pop artists. So let's go between the two. G. Now move the second finger over, fourth string, first finger down. By the way, it could have different names. We're just going to stick with A minor 7/G, but there's probably 3 or 4 names I've heard this called. And back to G. Now the rest of that lick is a couple of notes. Third finger on the fourth string, fifth fret. There. Yeah, that's right. And first finger on the third fret, first string. So I'm hitting the third string and then the first string. I'm using my second finger to pick the first string. That's easier, but you can use your pick down and then up. Down and then up on the first string. Now you put the pinky down, fifth fret, and then, so altogether it's third, first, third, first, but I put the pinky down on the fifth fret. That's how it fits together. Now that little strum to get them to kind of connect it all together. It's down, down, up, down, up. And on the up is where I move my fingers, first and second finger over to that A minor 7/G. Down, down, up, down, change. Down, down, up, down, change on the up. Try that with me nice and slow. Down, down, up, down, and then change on that last up. Ready, G, ready, go. Down, down, up, down, change, up at the same time. and then to the lick. Pinky down. Again, try it with me. Ready, go. Down, down, up, down, up. Again. Down, down, up, down, up. Okay, we're going to go on to the meat of the song right now, but it's okay to stop here if you want to practice that for a little bit. Now let's go over the bulk of the song, which is an 8-bar chord pattern or phrase. The entire song is pretty much made of this 8-bar phrase. Let me show that to you first, and then I'll show you some of the slight variations that at the end and between the verses that you'd want to know to complete the song. So it starts with a G, to the D, C, A minor 7, and then that's the first half. Starts over with the G. This time goes to E minor, A minor, and D. Let's start off strumming straight down, and we're going to just do 2 strums for each chord. And I'll kind of hum the melody so you can hear how it fits together. Try this with me. Start with the G chord. I'm still using that same one with my pinky. The standard D, C, the 3rd finger on the 5th string 3rd fret, 2nd finger on the 4th string 2nd fret, and the 1st finger on the 2nd string 1st fret. Then to make the A minor 7, I just take the 3rd finger off. When I start back at the G, I go to the E minor. I make it with my 2nd and 3rd fingers. You could use your 1st and 2nd, by the way, and I've seen a lot of people do that. And then I go to the A minor. That's why I use the 2nd and 3rd fingers, because I just move the 2 over to the 4th and 3rd string there and put the 1st finger down on the 2nd string. That makes the A minor. And it's a pretty short run from there to the D. So I switch my first 2 fingers around, and then the 3rd finger goes in between. So we're just going to do 2 strums each chord, nice and slow. This is a walkthrough. I'm not expecting you to get it perfect. If you do, great. Start with the G. It's not time to make it. Going to D, change. To C, do, take it slowly. A minor 7, take the 3rd finger off. Back to G now. You're still young. To the E minor, at your fault. A minor coming up, move them over. There's so much you have to the D through, and then starts over. Find the girl, and so on. Not too hard, huh? Now, to give you a heads up, in the second part where he switches to the sun, it's the exact same pattern, except instead of going to the D the first time, right, starts G to D, he jumps over to a B minor in place of the D. It gives it a little different sound, almost a little bit of a sad sound, the son talking back to the dad. But it really works. It adds a little character to the song. Other than that, the phrase is the same. The only other part you need to learn is a couple little ending parts of the phrase. And I'll show you those. Okay, now we're going to add a fairly simple strum. Start with your G chord, and we're going to go down, down, up, down. And then the next chord, down, down, up, down. A fairly simple strum, but it really does pretty much imitate what Cat Stevens is doing in the song. He does vary it a little bit now and then, but this strum will get you through the whole song and it'll sound good. You can always add variations later. So let's try it together with that simple chord progression. We're just going to go down, down, up, down, and change. So that's, if you were to count it out, it'd be 1, 2, and 3, 4. You're changing before you quite get to that 4, so you're ready to go on the next one, the down. Let's do it. G. I'll call it the chords, by the way. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, G chord. Down, down, up, down. Change. D. Going to C, 4, C. And to A minor, 7. Right? Just take the 3rd finger off. Back to G now. Going to the A minor. E, E, E. I said good. Now the A minor. Down, up, down. I think our strum got a little crazy there. D. And that's the 8-bar phrase. We'll start over. Now let's go ahead and add that introduction to the basic phrase using that strum. So we're going to start down, down, up, and then the lick. Okay? Let's just try that together. If you're ready. And if you're not, you can fumble through it. Don't worry. It's just me and you. Nobody else is watching. Here we go. Ready, G. Down, down, up, down, up. Again, let's do it. G, down, up, down, up. Again. One more time. Lick. Now just the chords. It's not time to make a change. Going to C, it's relax. Take it A minor 7. Back to G. E minor. A minor. To D. Okay, the first little variation at the end of a phrase comes at this part where it's the end of the part that the father is talking to the son. It goes, take your time, think a lot, why think of everything you've got, for you will still be here tomorrow. Here it comes, but you're directly to D instead of A minor. Dreams, one strum and then back to G, and then that lick. So it's the entire phrase, except at the very end, it skips the A minor and jumps right to the D. Try that with me once through. Again, another practice on that 8-bar phrase. Start with the G. Put the strum in there too. Here we go. Take your time, think a lot. Why think of everything? To A minor 7, back to G. You're still going to E minor tomorrow. Now jump to D, but you one strum, D and G. You get it? And then the son comes in. Okay, so the second variation is at the end of when the son is singing back to the father before the instrumental part. And I'll go ahead and show that to you. And also, we'll practice that B minor, and I'll show you where that fits in. Here's the son part. How can I try to explain B minor right there? When I do C, A minor 7, way again, back to G. It's all with B minor, same old story. And that's the same phrase after the B minor. Again, from the moment I was born, B minor, I was older, A minor 7. Listen, now there's a way that coming up, and I E minor. We're going to jump to the D. Have to go away. Now it goes back to the D. I know. To C, I have to go. And goes into the instrumental part. So that's all the vocal parts of the song. It does a little instrumental, and then it basically repeats the same pattern at the end with the father and son singing together. I'm going to go through what we've done so far just once, nice and slow. Feel free to play along with me. I'm going to call out the chords as we go along. We'll start from the very beginning, the introduction. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, start. Lick, back to chords. Do it again. One more time. And this time just chords. Here comes the vocals in here. It's not G, to make a change to D. To C, A minor 7, slowly back to G. You're still young at your E minor fall. There's so A minors and to D. Find the girl. To D, settle down. You C, one, you can A minor 7, back to G. I know, da da da, but I'm happy A minor. To D, now repeat, start G. Once like you are now D. To C, it's not easy to be calm. Going to E minor now, and found something going on. A minor to D. Take your time, think a lot, D, C, Think of everything you got. E minor 7, G, until the E minor. Here comes that lick at the end to D, D to G. Now we're going to the sun part. How can I try B minor to explain when I do same C, E minor 7, play again, back to G. It's always going to E minor, same old story. To D, start over, G. From the moment going to B minor I was born, I was ordered to listen. Now there's a way, E minor and I know. Here comes that lick to D, D to G, away. Going to D, no, to C, I have to go. Thank you for joining me in this video. That was fun. I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson. And of course, I hope you're going to practice this and at least get it well enough that you feel good about it. Wherever you're watching this video, please scroll down and leave me a comment. And if there's an opportunity, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Thanks again. I'm Tomas Michaud from Real Guitar Success. See you soon.